Hey everybody, Zigil here, and today we're going to be talking about the Twitch streamers that are moving to YouTube, and what that means for you and me, and what exactly that means for both the platforms YouTube and Twitch. And on top of that, I'm going to be talking about something that has kind of been on my mind a little bit. In fact, I had a video up on this channel, YouTube side, a little while ago, but I pretty much decided to get rid of it because I figured most of you and everyone else don't want to watch me for 30, 40 minutes on an angry rant. But anyway, we'll get into the article here. So, for the better part of a decade, Twitch has remained one of the more dominant live streaming platforms in the industry. After all, Twitch has some of the biggest names in gaming, such as XQC, Amaranth Ninja, and Pokimane. Many of you know who those are. The website has an impressive 140 million monthly active users. Now, however, in recent months, many well-known streamers have been leaving Twitch for YouTube. While this has been done before, seeing as Courage JD, and of course I know you may know him through Doc and Z-Laner, was one of the first notable content creators to make the transition in 2019, the surplus of announcements over the past year has been surprising for some, with the list of streamers switching platforms continually growing, which has led some to wonder about the reasoning behind these moves. And for many of you, you already know what those reasons are. Twitch has, of course, increased their ad campaigning, and they have absolutely done a 50-50 split with content creators and streamers. So pretty much those who were on Twitch who were making a certain amount, whether it was through donations and other contributions through viewers, and those who were doing the different gift trains and whatnot, unfortunately Twitch said, nope, we're going to take some of that from you. And that's exactly what has been going on top of the fact that from what I last saw from Twitch, it's pretty bad when you go to watch a content creator and you are then bombarded by 6 or 7 ads. And even though these ads only last for a couple seconds to a minute, it's still the fact that it's just like you might get about, I guess, maybe 10 minutes worth of a streamer, 15 minutes worth of a streamer, and then bam, ads. And it's something that eventually does get very old. And of course, right down here though, why streamers are leaving Twitch. There isn't any single reason that popular streamers are switching from Twitch, especially since each person has their own individual circumstance. And that's true, you know. Some people are leaving due to the ads, other people are leaving due to other things, which I will be getting into in just a second. How many shared elements have enticed these content creators to be taken under YouTube Gaming's wings? Though some opposing streamers have been outspoken that believing moving to YouTube is selling out. Which, you know, look, if you want to believe that as a Twitch streamer, wow, that's great. Nobody really cares. Just like nobody cares about this video. And the thing is, of course, it kind of goes on. And like I said, I'm not going to get you bogged down, but I want to give you the list here. And the reason I want to give you the list is because these are people who have a lot of following. Mainly they started on Twitch. They've grown exponentially over on Twitch. And even though they've moved over to YouTube, I'm sure their growth, though it has stagnated and staggered a little bit, I'm sure that these streamers will eventually gain more recognition as far as YouTube gaming in the future. And of course, the first one to make the move over to Twitch was Courage JD, because I think he got tired of the ad thing. I think he also got tired of, maybe it was the community. Maybe he felt that the community was a little bit, I wouldn't say not to his liking, but I would say that there were communal shifts that were going on that maybe Courage wasn't a fan of, on top of the platform not having its shit together. Now, and of course, Valkyrie, Laserbeam, Mulsec. Now, when it comes to Doc, here, Dr. Disrespect, no, he did not make the move. He wanted to stay with Twitch. In fact, he had just got done signing literally $1 million contract with Twitch. And then Twitch pretty much stabbed him in the back because they couldn't afford him. Which was pretty stupid, in my opinion. Dr. Lupo, Timmy, Ludwig, Saikuno, Lily Pichu, Myth, Face Swag, Fusely, And I wouldn't be surprised if we have more that are on the way. In fact, I think this is also skipping. Oh no, it does have Sykkuno on here. It might be leaving out one or two, I believe. But here's the thing, though. While I'm not going to sit here and bash them for moving, because they have every reason to, and after what happened last time with Twitch, of course, I'm not going to bash them or anyone else for leaving Twitch at all. However, what does that mean for people on YouTube who are both content creators or small-time streamers? This means more of getting buried down below. And this means more of, okay, not so much recognition and not so much real attention as far as new content creators and newer streamers. Main reason being is because the main attractions that many of you had probably moved over to Twitch to see are now over here on YouTube. And though they are streamers, it's still the fact that that's more attention garnered toward them, the bigger entity, versus the smaller caliber individual. And, it can leave people kind of wondering, I'm a smaller content creator, what does that mean for me? And even though you may like these individuals, and I like a few of them, not all of them, and I don't watch all of them, you may like them, like I have my own likings. It's just the fact that, what does it mean for you as a smaller creator? And does it mean you, as a smaller or semi-big creator, getting buried further down beneath everyone else? And, look, again, I'm not disrespecting anybody at all. I'm not trying to say that these streamers are, bad or whatever. I'm just saying that, with this type of a move of bigger creators, as we've seen before in the past, and as we will continue to see, it can oftentimes leave smaller creators on the wayside. So there is that. However, I did want to have a moment of your time here. So again, not going to go too far off here. I'm not going to bore you to tears here, but we do need to talk about this. This isn't something that I'm willing to overlook. This is not something I'm willing to skip because of wasting time or whatever you may think. Okay, look. We need to discuss this with Twitch anyway, due to the fact that I'm sure many of you may have heard about the incident with the young lady who had sexual intercourse on stream, in which case this garnered a live audience, and of course they watched it, and we don't know who exactly was in the audience, and that's the problem. And the fact that Twitch allowed her to come back, and by the way, I'm not going to say her name, I'm not going to give her any clout, I'm not going to give her any attention, simply due to the fact that it's one thing if you want to tell a couple lewd jokes, it's one thing if you make a couple adult references, or maybe you tell some adult jokes, but basically, you're still managing to rein yourself in to become a little bit, you're still being clean about yourself, you're still being a little bit respectful, and I'm not saying you can't make those jokes, it's just the fact that you know that there's a little bit of a line there that says, okay, that's all fine and Jim dandy, but let's get back to the game, or let's get back to the review or reaction content, stuff like that. So you're still keeping people entertained, but you're not going too far or making somebody feel overly uncomfortable. That's what I'm saying. But when it came down to this situation, though the article, or from what I have heard from a few other creators, this young lady, though nothing was seen, I'm sure it was heard, though nothing was seen, it's still the fact that it is an absolute stain on Twitch's reputation. And yeah, that's not the Twitch I was introduced to. I was introduced to the Twitch that was strictly review, reaction, and gaming content. I'm sorry, this adult stuff, no. And I'm not for it because, I don't think that you as a site should just immediately one day you wake up and say, well, we're going to become an adult website because reasons. And by them allowing this young lady back on, and for her to do this has now created the standard to say, oh, well, if she can do this, and of course I have a few other risque and even adult actresses that stream over on Twitch, who's to stop them from doing the same thing? And that's the problem. And let's say that they go further than that. Who's to say that these adult actresses or these female adult workers, they don't want to go, who's to say they won't go further? Who's to say they won't show more as far as that goes and that is concerned? So the thing is, while I can have that respect for the streamers leaving for those reasons, and maybe that's another reason, it does beg the question, what does that mean for us over here on YouTube? And another thing I wanted to talk about was promoting and supporting alt media video sharing platforms, such as BitChute, Rumble, Odyssey, Locals. If you're into having any of your subscribers wanting to support you, Locals is kind of like a Patreon thing. Basically, you as the creator, you get to set the price for your specific tiers. I think it's only 3. And if you have any subscribers that would like to follow you over there on Locals and who would like to support you financially in that manner, while you give them content that they cannot find on your regular channel, you can do that as well. The only thing, of course, that I would ask is, don't be too small a creator and then just assume that people are going to, oh yeah, they're going to hop on over to your Locals or your Patreon, even though from what I hear, Patreon is falling apart. But my advice is, try to garner a subscriber base, try to actually garner people that are legitimately, wanting to watch your content, and, they care, they legitimately care, we're not trying to be fake or nothing about that. But support ShadowTech, please do. BitChute, Rumble, Odyssey. You can go online, any search engine, search these bad boys up. Go on there and do yourself a favor for both content creator and viewer. Just, look around. Just see what's out there. I'm not going to say that you're going to enjoy what you see too much, but do understand this much. If you as a content creator who are here on YouTube and maybe you're looking to expand further that way or further out away from under YouTube, it's important to expand. It's important to keep expanding because you need to keep getting the word out of who you are, what your interests are. And I think that that's something that will be of help as far as being a content creator, because you need to keep just spreading out, getting your good name out there. And of course, the only thing I ask is you be a ethical person, you be morally responsible about yourself, about what you create or what you do, how you talk. So yeah, again, I'm not going to go too far deep. I'm sure I already have. I've gone way too long now. But yeah, as far as Twitch and YouTube are concerned, there are problems. Twitch, I would assume, within the coming years, if it keeps up this rate or goes further south, it'll get worse. And as far as YouTube is concerned, many of you already know about the problems. I'm not going to go into it. I know you don't want to hear about it. But just keep in mind that the grass isn't always greener on the other side. And, it still may mean a good deal of work for you as a smaller content creator. So yeah, just keep these things in mind. All right, guys. Anyway, that's going to be it for me for this one. I am looking forward to maybe a tech review pretty soon. And of course, over on my other channel, Zidgel, I'm actually going to be starting up a game. Probably have that put up a little bit later today. So yeah, if you want to go check that out over on the other channel, you can. And yeah, I will definitely check you guys in the next one. And as always, my name is Zidgel, signing off.